Welcome back to the channel. I'm standing next to the 2023 Corolla XSE. I like the very sporty exterior styling here. Toyota did upgrade some tech and also their driver's assistance tech for 2023. But let's talk about pricing here for the Corolla hatch XSE. Starting price is at $26,430. This one stickers for $28,551. If you guys are on the market for a Toyota, be sure to check out South Dade Toyota and ask for Tony. He will get you into your next vehicle. Looking at the exterior styling here for the 2023 Corolla XSE hatchback here. This is painted in this blue crushed metallic paint. It looks good with the gloss black and silver painted trim. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this blue exterior paint. Blue is my favorite color, so I do like this color a lot. Looking at these headlights here, they're going to be redesigned for 2023 with this full LED turn signal daytime run light with this automatic low and high beam, which the headlight is going to be a LED projector headlight. And there's fog lights here at the lower part of the fascia with this silver painted trim around the housing here. Gloss black grille, very low, very wide. It gives this vehicle more of an aggressive look. And looking at the Toyota logo there, it does house the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. So it's in its third generation. And it's also that front facing camera in the windshield. Once again, guys, let me know what you guys think about the exterior styling, especially this beautiful blue paint. Looking at the side profile here, this vehicle has 5.1 inches of ground clearance with a 103.5 inch wheelbase and an overall length of 172 inches. So it's right on par with some of the other competitors in this compact hatch segment here. Looking at these tires and wheels here, I like this multi-spoke with this gray looking finish here to the rim design. Looks really good, very sporty like. These are a 225/40 tire. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. There's this LED sight marker here in the mirror cap, and there's no standard size sunroof, but there's some black painted trim around the window trim here. It looks really good. Making our way to the rear of the vehicle, looking at these taillights here, they're going to be a full LED design, which is a turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. Some other competitors don't even give you a full LED tail light there. There's the Corolla badge here, the Toyota logo, and that's this large XSE badge, which looks really nice. Looking down here at the lower part of the bumpers, gloss black painted with some silver painted trim, and there's no visible exhaust trim here, but it is a very large bumper, but it does look really good, especially with this blue exterior paint. Open up the cargo bag here. This offers 17.8 cubic feet of space. Keep in mind, the Honda Civic hatchback will offer around 25 cubic feet of space. I used to own that vehicle and it does offer tons of space, but the Corolla is not too far behind, and Toyota does give you a fix-a-flat kit instead of a spare tire. And I looked on Toyota's website. I couldn't find the final specs here with the seats folded down, but I want to say it's around 30-ish or maybe 40 cubic feet of space with the seats folded down. Looking at the key fob here for the Corolla hatch XSE, it's a nice size key fob. It does feel nice to hold in my hands. There's a lock, unlock, and a panic button. There's no power operating tailgate to open up the cargo area back there, but to unlock the vehicle, rest your hand behind the door handle. As you guys can see here, Toyota did make some really nice updates to the interior here. You also have this fully digital display here, also with this larger infotainment system which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Looking at the materials here on the door panel, it's gonna be a nice soft touch material with this beautiful white stitching here, gloss black and aluminum painted trim here. The window switches feel nice high quality. There's your lock control, mirror adjustment controls, and there's a large storage and cup holder space here with your seating controls down here, which is your lumbar support and whatnot. But getting into this vehicle, like I mentioned, it does have 5.1 inches of ground clearance, so it does have a very low step-in height. But to start up the vehicle here, just put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button right there. And as you guys can see, all the electronics will come on. But shutting the door here, as you guys can hear also, this does have the new Toyota chime, which sounds pretty good. I like the way that it sounds. Once everything starts up, let's talk about this display here. Like I mentioned, it is fully digital as well. You can customize it by resting your finger here. This is their newer system. It does show you your audio source, your driver's assistance, which has adaptive cruise control, your fuel economy, no messages, also your driver's assistance tech, which has blind spot monitoring. This is our Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, like I mentioned, from the outside scene. This does have the JBL sound system, which sounds pretty good. There's some more stitching here above the air vents. This area is going to be nicely padded here, really nice soft touch materials. Above me, there's this LED light here, which shows very bright, and there's no sunroof here on my particular model. I'm pretty sure that you guys can get a sunroof here on this top trim. Putting the vehicle into reverse, it does reveal the backup camera. No trajectory, but there is distances markers. Kicking it down here to drive, over to the left there's a manual mode, and there's paddle shifters here so you guys can cycle through that CVT transmission. Putting it back into park, there's your drive mode selector here, which shows you eco, sport, and normal. So it's 3 different drive modes here in the hatchback. And there's your stability control here, more nice padded materials here, which is the nice stitching, gloss black, aluminum painted trim, and there's some black painted trim Around the cup holder area, there's an auto hold electronic parking brake. It's going to be nicely padded here with more stitching. This does have dual climate control here, and there is heated seats here. It's not a 2-level or 3-level, they're just heated seats. There's a wireless phone charger there. You can turn it on and off. That blue indicator there signifies that it's on, and the orange is letting you know that is being charged right now. But let's take a look at the infotainment system here. I showed you guys a Corolla LE hybrid, but this XSE hybrid does offer way more better and luxurious materials. As you guys can see, also going back to the Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, just like some of the other competitors in this segment. The screen size here is pretty decent. If you go for the Civic, you do get a 9-inch display. And I think the Hyundai and Kia products give you like a 10.25-inch display, so they're probably gonna be one of the largest in the segment. But it's still a nice screen size. There's a volume knob, your air vents, and your hazard button is there. Like I mentioned, it is wireless, very fast, very snappy system. Going here to the Toyota interface here, you can also look at vehicle information, which is your trip information, what you've been averaging, range. There's your history and whatnot. Going here, look at your phone and stuff, so you can customize the screen to your liking and whatnot. Looking here at the steering wheel, it is a 3-spoke wheel design with the Toyota logo here. On the airbag cover over here is for your driver's assistance tech, sync and track, your controls to manipulate this screen here, which you can customize. Like I mentioned, 2 cup holders. Open this up, it does reveal a good amount of storage in there, even though this does have the plastics from the vehicle. There's a Type-C port and a 12-volt in there. A lot of gloss black trim throughout this vehicle. This lower part of the dashboard area is going to be nicely padded, nice stitching here. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer a large storage, which is really nice. It does fit the owner's manual in there, and there's a Type-C port right here to have the passengers be connected. The seat comfort is pretty good. I like the nice leather with the nice fabric material here. It's a nice 2-tone finish. But overall, the interior of the Corolla is definitely a huge improvement compared to the previous model year. Let's talk about the interior space here of the Corolla hatchback here. Open up the rear door here. This vehicle does offer somewhat of a spacious interior, but getting back here, as you guys can see, this is where I have the seat to drive. I'm only 5'8", and Toyota says this has 29.9 inches of rear legroom space. The materials back here are going to be a pretty decent material with this aluminum accented door handle. There's a lot of gloss black trim, just like in the front seats, with this cup holder here in the actual door panel. It's going to be nicely padded here, very beautiful stitching, and there is 2 map pockets back here for storage. And Toyota does give you 2 USB charging ports to keep you connected on a long road trip. The seats in here are very supportive and comfortable. I like the nice leather on the outside with the cloth insert with this nice stitching here. And the seats can also fold down. Sadly, there's no recline function, but pulling this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders. And above me, there's going to be full LED lights throughout the cabin with this woven material. But overall, the back seat of the Corolla doesn't feel like a penalty box, even though it does have one of the smallest legroom specs in the segment. Let's take a look underneath the hood of the Corolla XSE here. This is Toyota's 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, making 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with a CVT transmission. I'm pretty sure you guys can also get a 6-speed manual if you guys want to shift your own gears instead of that CVT transmission. As this vehicle sits here, it still remains front-wheel drive. I think all-wheel drive is available. As this vehicle sits, it weighs around 3,100 pounds. It's right on par with every other competitor in the segment when it comes to weight. Open up the fuel door here. Let's talk about fuel economy. This is rated to get 30 in the city, 38 on the highway, and 33 combined. You guys can also go for a hybrid Corolla if you're looking to get better MPG. I'm back behind the wheel of the Corolla, but this is the hatchback instead of the sedan. This does offer 17.8 cubic feet of space. This is why you guys would switch out the sedan, because it does offer 13.1. But let's talk about the powertrain specs here. This is Toyota's naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder, making 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. I'm pretty sure you guys can also get a 6-speed manual, if I'm not mistaken, here in the hatchback form. Fuel economy wise, this is rated to get 30 in the city, 38 on the highway, and 33 combined. So it is fuel efficient, but keep in mind you can get a hybrid Corolla which will get over 40 mpg. I did test that in the base LE model, and that got phenomenal fuel economy. And even when Toyota sent me on for a week to test last year, that vehicle was reading nearly 600 miles on a full tank of gas. Let's come to a stop here to put the vehicle into its sport mode here. I'm just going to just hit the accelerator. The CVT, I feel like it's been revised because it doesn't hold the revs for too long, but it does feel very responsive here in this setup here. Visibility wise is great. The dash is pretty low. You also have these decent sized mirrors here. This does have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, so it is updated for this model year. So it does have a lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert. All the nice features that you guys would want on a short or long commute, Toyota does give it to you. But let's put the vehicle into its eco mode here and just basically just drive. Most people are going to keep it in normal or eco. I'm pretty sure no owners would probably never touch sport mode. The steering feel here is very playful. You can feel what the front tires are doing. The ride quality is, believe it or not, it is buttery smooth. I like the way this vehicle drives. It handles pretty well. You can definitely attack some back roads and whatnot. It does drive well. This does have the JBL sound system. It sounds pretty good. I was just blasting my favorite tunes in this car, and it does have a good audio sound. The seats in here, they're a two-tone. They're heated seats, not cool seats. I'm pretty sure no one in this segment offers cool seats, but it's nice that you can get a Corolla in a hatchback form. So Toyota is basically trying to keep the Corolla name alive, especially in all segments, hybrid, performance. But this vehicle, once again, it's good. It does offer good driver assistance tech, nice safety features, good ride quality, good fuel economy, good acceleration and power delivery. But me personally, I don't have no complaints. I like the nice changes that they made to the exterior styling, especially in this interior. It needed that, but it didn't offer that in the previous model year. So Toyota rectified that by offering this large display here. It's not the largest in the segment. I think that belongs to the Kia and the Hyundai, which offer like a 10.25 inch display, but it's not wireless. So that's an advantage over the other competitor. Honda does offer a wireless CarPlay on their Civic, which competes in the segment with this Corolla hatch. But if you guys are looking for the near perfect hatchback and you want the Toyotas in your driveway, I think you can't go wrong with the Corolla XSE hatchback. After spending time with the 2023 Corolla XSE here, I love the very sporty exterior styling here. I like the nice tech upgrades that Toyota offers here. Now it supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as wireless. It also runs their newer interface, which is a really good interface. I like that, but like I mentioned, it does not offer that home screen that most other competitors in this segment do offer. And I like the driver's assistance tech, which is in its third generation, which is a Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. It's a really good driver's assistance tech to keep you and your family safe, especially on short or long commutes around town. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed my full review here on the 2023 Corolla XSE. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at Drive1Reviews. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.